I was telling you this. You know how late the steamer got in last night? And then there was all that unpacking you and Lady wanted done before she'd go to bed. I don't know.
Oh, well, let them have a good sleep.
Shall I leave them over dinner?
Well, you've got a new mistress now about it. God knows, parting with you was more than I could bear.
What do you think it's like for me, miss? It's years and years I've been working for you.
Well, we'll have to make the best of it, Vashti. There's nothing more we can do. George depends on you, you see, completely. After all, you have looked after him since he was a little boy.
Yes, but I can't stop thinking about Miss Rena, miss. Lying there all alone, absolutely helpless, poor thing. And that new maid, she'll never learn how to look after an invalid properly, never.
Oh, it won't take me long to teach her. Anyway, I shall see to most of the work myself. You know that. You needn't worry about my poor sister, Bertie dear.
But that's not the only thing, miss. I'm so frightened Mrs. Tesman will think I'm not suitable.
Oh, well, there may be one or two things when you first start.
She does seem a bit superior.
Well, that is only to be expected. She is General Gabler's daughter. Think what sort of life she must have had when the General was alive. Do you remember how she used to go out riding? That long black riding outfit and a feather in her hat.
Yes, oh yes I do. But I never thought she'd end up marrying our little student.
No, neither did I. Not that George is a student anymore, Butter. From now on, we'll have to call him Dr. Tesman.
Yes, that's what Mrs. Tesman was saying last night, as soon as they set foot in the house. Is that really true, miss?
Certainly. It's wonderful, isn't it, Butter? They made him a doctor while he was abroad, you know, on his tour. The first I heard about it was when he told me last night in the Key.
Well, I don't know. I always knew he was clever enough, but I never thought he took up medicine.
Oh, no. He's not that kind of doctor. You may have to call him something even more important soon.
And what might that be, miss?
Aha, wouldn't you like to know? Good morning, George. Good morning.
Auntie Julia. Dear Auntie Julia. All this way.
Well, I wanted to come and see how you're getting along.
But you can't have proper night's sleep.
That doesn't matter at all.
Well, you got home right from the King?
Yes, quite right, thank goodness. Judge Bragg was kind enough to see me all the way to my door.
We were terribly sorry I wasn't with you in our car, but you did see what a lift of luggage I had to her, didn't you?
Yes, she certainly had a great deal of luggage.
Would you like any help?
Could you just put their suitcase in somewhere?
Yes.
Can you imagine, Auntie? That suitcase was absolutely bursting with copies of the various documents. All those archives I looked at made the most incredible discoveries. Strange and forgotten details that nobody else knows anything about.
Well, you certainly don't seem to have wasted any time on your honeymoon, George.
No, I haven't. No. Why don't you take your hat off, Auntie? I'll do it.
Dear, oh dear. It's just as if you'd never left home.
What a lovely smart hat you bought yourself.
I bought it because of Hedda.
Because of Hedda.
Yes, so she wouldn't be ashamed of you if we were to go out for a walk.
Really, you do think of everything, Auntie Julia. Now look, let's sit on the sofa and have a little chat before bed joins us.
It's marvellous, George. See you sitting there, large as life.
And for me, Auntie Julia, to see you, I mean, to me, you've always seemed like a mother and a father.
I'm sure you'll go on being fond of your old aunt.
How's Auntie Lena? Is there any improvement?
No, poor thing. I don't think we can hope for any improvement. There she is, lying there, just as helpless as she's been all these years. I only hope God lets me keep her a little bit longer. Otherwise I wouldn't know what to do with her now, George. Especially now I haven't got you to look after anymore.
No, I can go.
I can't get over the fact you're married now, George. And to Hedda Gabler, of all people. The beautiful Hedda Gabler. It's extraordinary to think about how many admirers she used to have.
Yes, I should think quite a few of my friends in town must be pretty jealous, don't you think?
Yes. And you've had such a lovely long honeymoon too. 5? No, more than that. At least 6 months, was it?
Well, I did have a lot of research to do, investigating all those archives and plowing through mountains of books.
Yes, I know, dear. Now listen, you haven't got anything special to tell me, have you?
About the tour.
Yes.
No, I don't think there was anything except for what I told you in my letters. I took my doctor's degree abroad, but I told you about that yesterday.
Yes, I know about that. What I meant was, I was wondering if you had any expectations.
Expectations?
Oh, come on, George, I am your auntie after all.
Well, of course I've got expectations.
You do?
Yes, I expect to be made a professor before very long. That's my main expectation.
Oh, yes, to be made a professor, but...
Yes, I would almost say it's a certainty. But Auntie Julia, you know about that already, don't you?
Yes, you're right, But your tour must have cost an awful lot of money, George.
Yes, well, the grant was very generous. That went quite a long way towards it.
What I can't understand is how you managed to stretch it out to pay for the both of you.
Ah, now that is rather extraordinary, isn't it?
Well, not only that, they always say travelling with a lady is inordinately expensive.
Yes, well, that's to be expected. It does require a little extra expense. But Hedda had to have that trip party. Really, she had to. Nothing else would have done.
No, I suppose it wouldn't. People always seem to insist upon a honeymoon abroad nowadays. Now, what I want to know is whether you had a proper look around the house yet.
Oh, yes, I've been having lots of storm.
And what do you think?
It's marvellous. Absolutely marvellous. The only thing I'm not sure about is what we're going to do with those 20 rooms between the back room there and Hedda's bedroom.
George, I expect you'll find some use for them sooner or later.
Yes, Auntie, I'm sure you're right. Maybe someone to put all those extra books.
Yes, dear. Books. That's what I meant.
Anyway, it's because of Hedda that I'm really pleased about the house. Before you were married, she used to say the only place she really wanted to live was Secretary Fox's villa.
Amazing that it should have come up the sound just after you went away.
Yes, funny isn't it how the lot's really been on my side?
But it's expensive, George. It's all going to be very expensive.
Is it? I suppose it is.
Of course it is.
How much would you say? I mean, approximately.
Well, I can't tell until I've seen all the bills.
Well, luckily Judge Black has managed to get me the very best terms. You wrote to Hedda about it.
You needn't worry about that. I've given a guarantee on the furniture and all the carpets.
Guarantee? You have? But how did you want to give you? What kind of guarantee?
Oh, well, I've taken out a mortgage on our annuity.
What? Do you mean on the annuity that you and Auntie Rena?
I couldn't think of what else to do, George.
But Auntie Julia, have you gone completely insane? That annuity is the only thing that you and Auntie Rena have to live on.
Now, don't upset yourself, George. It's only a formality. That's what Judge Brack said. He was kind enough to make all the arrangements for me, and he said it was only a formality.
Yes, that's as maybe, but all the same.
And now when you have your salary coming in, and God knows, what if it does cost us a bit? A little something to start you on your way. You know we'd only be pleased.
Oh, Auntie Julia, you're always ready to make sacrifices for me.
What other pleasures do I have in this one boy, other than helping to smooth your way? After all, we had no mother or father to turn to, and we've got what we were aiming for now. In the past, things have seemed very bad, but thank God you've come through it all.
Yes, funny isn't it, how the luck's been on our side.
Yes, yes. And those who have tried to hold you back and got in your way, George, have come to grief and fallen by the wayside. The biggest stress of all was the one who found the hardest. Poor misguided Jack.
Have you had any more news about her since I went away?
No. Other than he's supposed to have published some new book.
Really? What? I love you. Recent, is that?
Yes, yes. Goodness knows whether it's any good. Now, when your book comes out, George, that'll be a different matter. What's it about?
Medieval husbandry and breeding.
Fancy you being able to write about that sort of thing.
Mind you, it'll probably be some time before it comes out. I have all those papers to sort through in catalogue first, you see.
Yes, yes, sorting and cataloguing. You know all about that.
Well, I'm really looking forward to getting down to work, especially now I have my own house working.
Yes, and you've got the beautiful wife you've always set your heart on. That's the most important thing of all.
Yes, Auntie, yes. Hedda, it is the most wonderful thing that's ever happened to me. That's an hour, isn't it?
Good morning, Hedda. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Miss Tasman. How lovely of you to call and so early.
Oh, did the bride sleep well in her new home?
Yes, thank you. Tolerably.
Tolerably. Come on, Hedda, you're sleeping like a log.
Fortunately, it always takes time to get used to anything new, Miss Tasman. It's a gradual business. All these wretched flowers. Won't you sit down?
No, thank you. Now I've seen that everything's all right here, I'd better be getting on home. My poor sister will be lying waiting for me. She misses me very badly when I'm away.
Don't forget to give him my love. Tell her I'll be coming in to see her later on in the day.
Yes, yes, I will do. Oh, by the way, George, I almost forgot. I've got something for you.
What is it, Auntie? Oh, Auntie Julia. No, did you say anything for her? Hedda, isn't that really touching? Don't you think?
Yes, dear. What is it?
My house shoes. You know, cousin letters.
I remember you talked about them frequently while we were abroad.
Well, I miss them so much. Here they are, Hedda. Have a look.
No, thanks. I really was not.
You can't think how many memories they bring back.
Not to me.
Hedda has a point there, George.
Yes, but only now she's one to find them.
We'll never be able to put it without me, George.
With Berta?
Whatever makes you think that?
Well, she's got a letter old hat over there, look.
Hedda.
Anyone could come in and see it.
But Hedda, that's Auntie Julia's hat.
Oh, really?
Yes, and it's not old either, Hedda.
Yes, I really didn't look at it very closely, Miss Tasman.